Hey, welcome back to another episode of Addicted to Gear. Today, I'm not giving you a review, but I am going to share with you a very helpful tip that has saved me numerous times when swapping out pickups in my Strat. And what we're going to be discussing specifically today is pickup polarity. And a lot of people simply don't even understand that pickup polarity is an issue that they should be concerned about when they're modding their guitars. So let me just explain to you, for those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, what pickup polarity actually means. So if you have a Strat, typically you have three pickups, three single coil pickups. Normally you have a bridge, a middle, and a neck pickup. Now, to cancel the 60 cycle hum that are often sort of plaguing the single coil pickups, what Fender has done is it has reverse wound the middle pickup so that it's actually different than the other two. And they do this specifically so that when you're in the second position and you're using the neck and the middle position, it actually cancels out the hum. When you're in the fourth position, it's the same scenario. The middle position that's reversed wound, then the bridge position is gonna get rid of the hum. It's basically working the same way as a humbucker pickup would be working. So here's where the trouble begins. When people want to mod their guitars, and say I'm not very fond of my bridge pickup and I found something that I think would suit me better. Oftentimes the research that I'll subject myself to would be, the tonal characteristics of that pickup, the output of that pickup, whether or not it's hot or a little bit on the underwound side or overwound side. But oftentimes people don't ask what the actual pickup orientation is in terms of polarity. And that will cause problems, believe it or not. Because if your two pickups are now not reverse wound, you're going to have noise issues. So when you're shopping online or on eBay for that specific pickup that you want to replace in your bridge position, you got to maintain the fact that you got to be aware of the actual orientation. So say I got a pickup in the mail, and this is the pickup that I actually want to replace in my bridge position. And I have my other two pickups that are in my guitar already. How do I know that they're compatible, right? Well, one trick that you can do that doesn't cost a dime is you just hold them up together. And if they stick, it means they're opposites, because opposites attract, right? So if they stick together, it means this pickup and this pickup are not the same. So obviously, if we try this with the other pickup, it should repel, right? Because obviously one of the pickups in the set is not going to be the same. So if it's repelling, it means these are the same. So typically this would be the oddball. If the oddball sticks to both pickups, and the oddball would be the middle pickup. So I hope that's not too confusing, but basically whichever pickup sticks to the other two is typically the middle position. And that's something very simple, and you can do this very easily. You don't need a pickup tester, you don't need a compass, you can just do this with your pickups. Now here's the problem. If your pickups are already in your guitar, you can't really do this. It's very difficult. Or if you only have one pickup, how do you know what it is? Well, in that particular case, I'm going to show you how to make a very inexpensive pickup tester. Sure, you can go out and buy yourself a compass, but compasses are not cheap. They're going to cost you about 30 bucks. I'm going to show you how to make a pickup tester that you can use forever. That's going to cost you under $1. Very easy to do. So let's just look at what we have here on the table, and I'll explain to you just how to do that. All right, we're going to build this little guy right here. And to be able to build this, we need a couple of very, very common household items that you can actually find in your home already. You need a little bottle. In this case, I ended up buying this bottle at a dollar store. It's a little glass bottle with a cork on it, but a leftover pill bottle would do just fine. You don't need anything crazy. You do need a little magnet, and I have a little Alnico magnet that you can also get in a craft store for a couple of pennies. And you need two colors. to paint the magnet with. And in this case, I'm just using something that I had left over from my kids' art supplies. I have a little white tube of gouache and a little yellow tube of gouache. So what you need to do is you need to take your magnet, your bare magnet, and what you want to do is you want to paint one side of the magnet white and one side of the magnet yellow. And what I did is I also put a little bit of varnish on it so that it wouldn't peel off. Once that's dry, you can actually mark them with a little Sharpie with an S for south and an N for north. And then what you want to do is you want to put it in the bottle. As long as the magnet fits in the bottle and has enough room in the bottle to move around freely, you basically have just created a pickup tester. Very easy, very inexpensive. Now, how does it work? Well, let's say these are the pickups that you have in your guitar, and you want to check the polarity of each one. Simply take the pickup tester, pass it over the pickup, and you will see that the pickup will flip depending on the polarity. So in this case, I know that this is north, this is south, and this is north. So no matter what configuration you have, you can easily identify the pickup configuration that you have in your guitar. So if I take the Strat that I had earlier and bring it here, we can actually do it on that. So how do we test it? We take our pickup tester. If it flips over, we know it's north. We know that the center is south and the neck is north as well. And that's the configuration that we do want to have. We want to have the two outers the same and the middle one different. The middle one should always be the oddball. As long as you maintain that pickup orientation, you shouldn't have any problems with hum when you're in position 2 and position 4. So there you have it, a very simple and inexpensive pickup polarity tester you can make with little items that you have lying around your home. This little thing will save you a lot of time, energy, and anguish when you're swapping out pickups in your guitar. So by all means, build your own, keep it in your toolbox. I think it will come in super handy. If you have any questions about this tip, please leave them below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do that, because there's going to be other great reviews, demos, and tips coming your way. And if you don't subscribe right now, you're going to miss them. So subscribe, stay tuned, and keep on rocking.